Not to say that I haven't worked hard. Anybody who's listened to this show knows that I work hard. Anybody who's listened to me rant for all these years, especially Apocalypse, knows that I work way too hard on this little flippin' platform. Not being paid for it. Having time away from my family. It's not because I don't work hard. It's because I believe that, well, people just haven't heard my show yet. And once they hear my show, they're going to be hooked. And that's going to be that. But Apocalypse in the chat room is right. I got to stop being distracted. Stop being distracted by people who want to take away from that. Because those people feel threatened. That's the main thing. Those people feel threatened. I will fully admit that I'm a narcissist, but that doesn't change the fact that people are threatened by other people. Fellow narcissists, maybe. They tend to believe they are naturally special, part of an elite class that only deserves the best. They fantasize about how much more powerful they will be, how much more beautiful, and how much richer. Yeah, I fantasize about that every time I look at my bank statement. Every time I look at my damn bank statement, I'm like, I should be a little better off than this, shouldn't I? And yet, I'm not. So, of course I fantasize. Of course. But I think everybody does. Okay, so number 9, you like giving advice, even if it's not asked for. Oh God, I do this all the time. I do this all the damn time. I really do. Being helpful is one thing. Giving unwanted advice is another. Do you guys know of someone on this channel that does, on Spreaker.com, the wonderful Spreaker, Be Heard? Do you know somebody who gives people advice without actually being asked for it and just puts their opinion out there for anybody to listen to and thinks it's great? Yeah, I thought so. A narcissist always thinks they're a little more in the know than anyone else. This is particularly prominent when they think they know a lot about a subject at hand. Wow. Okay. I think I can kind of fit into that. Hence, they tend to give unsolicited advice. You ever run into those people? You ever run into those people who just, they decide that they're going to give you their opinion, whether you ask for it or not? God, those are great, aren't they? Wonderful. Anyway. So. Alright. Number 10, you're impatient. Quote, whatever a narcissist needs are, they need to be met now, Dr. Carol McBride told Health.com. They want automatic compliance because they are that important. Of course. As they think everything is related to them. We're experiencing technical difficulties here, folks. Stand by. Okay. Let me see if I can hear myself now. Okay. So, people with genuine self-confidence don't care what others think, but a narcissist's self-worth is all about their idealized vision of themselves, so they feel an insult, like an insult on any scale, is a huge attack. That is number 11. You hold a grudge. That is number 11. See, the thing of it is that they think that they are just the fantastic, great people, right? They think that they're chosen. So, of course, they're going to think that anyone who dare speak against them is, how dare they, right? So, the technical difficulty that I'm running into is that my headphones have... There we go. Okay, my headphones had fallen out there for a minute. I couldn't hear myself. I was like, what the hell? So, for you folks listening on iHeartRadio, you can tell this is live. So, yes, they do hold grudges. They do hold things against people who decide that they are going to say something against them. It's terrible. And finally, number 12, it's never your fault. Narcissists won't be held accountable for their mistakes, and they will always try to shift the blame. So, to end this article, and therefore this podcast, never your fault. I've run into that before. I point to everybody else but me. I'm like, why does everything have to be my fault? What the hell? And sometimes you got to take personal responsibility for your actions. It's not everybody else coming to get you. It's not everybody else going out to have their way or whatever. It is strictly the people that care about you, that are telling you, hey, you want to change this because you're not going to be very well liked, or nobody's really going to care about you unless you change this behavior. So, bottom line, are you a narcissist? Based on these 12 tenets of narcissism that I picked up from some random article, according to this article, I am a narcissist. But that's okay. I like to think that if I tone it down a little bit, I can actually be tolerable to other people. And I look at other people and I think, well, they're a lot worse. So, real quick, tomorrow night's show, I'm not sure what it's going to be about, but you can bet your ass it's going to be random. So, for all of us here at the Random Internet Radio Show, being me, this is Alan Wayne saying so long and stay random, everybody. Have a great evening, and here is more of The Poor Man, who, by the way, just got a new podcast coming up. So Apocalypse was talking about that. Yes, The Poor Man has his own podcast coming shortly, so be on the lookout for that. But until tomorrow night, thank you for coming, thank you for showing up, and thank you for listening to Random Bytes. Here's what radio legend Poor Man had to say about the Random Internet Radio Show. And you're a Los Angeles radio legend, man. Thank you, Poor Man. I do appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, you are the legend, Alan. This is the greatest moment in my career to be on the Random Internet Radio Show. I thought I had achieved great things before, but this is number one in my career. Number one!
The Random Internet Radio Show live every Saturday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Spreaker.com.